Knitalong podcast. So it's probably going to be super awkward because if you are a returning viewer, welcome back first of all, but you will notice that my co-host Christy is not here. If you are a new viewer, there's usually two of us. Christy has the plague right now and she's leaving for vacation in a few days, so hopefully she is resting and working on getting better. But I just wanted to record a little something just so there's not a huge gap in between recordings. It is Saturday. It's a little earlier than I usually record. We are in the yarn room slash plant room. This is where I keep my projects and my plants, as it turns out. It's a new development because I am a plant lady now. So I thought I would record in here, just change things up a little bit. Hang on one second. Okay. So I have show notes. It's going to be probably a shorter episode than usual, just because it's just me, and I'm going to try not to be super awkward, but I don't have anyone to chat off of this week. I was considering making Matt just like sit next to me so I didn't feel super weird, but I think he's still probably in bed because he's a fatty. I have a mimosa because why not? So cheers to you. It is with pineapple juice. So yeah, we're just gonna jump in. I'll post where you can find me and Christy on the internets. We're on Instagram, Ravelry, all of the usual places, and we have show notes that we'll post there too. So it is February 2nd. We have just started our newest knit-along. It is the hashtag #CalTheSmallThings. So we've been chatting about it a little bit and we weren't really sure what we wanted to do, but I think we're just going to have it be a general accessories knit-along. No whips allowed this time just because we're going to make it, I think, 2 months. So probably until April 1st. I'll post below if I'm wrong. So plenty of time to whip up a small project. You can do hats, mitts, socks, shawls. I think I'm going to cast on all of the above. Well, I already cast on a pair of socks, but I do have a few hats that I am looking at, and I will probably talk about those more in Dream Knits. So I don't have any faux this week. I have one that is very close and I'm so mad that it's not, but it wouldn't dry. If you are in the Midwest like I am, you will know that we just escaped a polar vortex. It was, what was it? -25 actual temperature, and then it got down to -54, I think was the coldest wind chill. And that lasted for about 2 days. And then we got a little snow, and now it's 45 because Chicago. So yeah, this sweater would not dry, so it's almost done. I'm hoping to finish it up today. Also, it was super stir crazy, so we're going out today. I don't know where. We had date night last night, but we are going to take another walk today. So I shared this last time. This is the cardigan I was test knitting for Shannon Cook. I hope things will focus since there are plants behind me. So this is, she settled on Capsule as the name. So Capsule by Shannon Cook. I hope I'm allowed to share that. I think I am. It'll be released pretty soon. And yeah, it was really fun test knit. I'm already planning on doing another one. So I had to seam up the neckband, which I did yesterday, and then it got to be too dark so I couldn't finish it. But I have to seam up the sleeves and sew the pockets down. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe next week or next time we record I'll wear it. But yeah, or maybe I'll just put it on right now. We'll see. Super comfy. I shouldn't have done that because I have stitch markers in here, seaming the sleeves together temporarily. Super fashionable. But yeah, it was really fun to knit. The yarn is Barrett Wool Company Home Worsted in the Huron colorway. And I believe she is getting a restock of a lot of her home worsted line this week. So if you would like your own No Time Like the Present, or the future, the near future. So this will be released in mid-February, I believe. So next time we record, it'll probably be out already. And then I shared this one last time as well. This is my other sweater whip. Ooh, there's yarn in there. Okay. So this is the sweater that I found, or my mom found, under her desk. And it had just been chilling there for 2 years, so I picked it up and started working on it. And I knit half of a sleeve. So this is Timber, also by Shannon Cook, and another Barrett Wool Company yarn. This is the Wisconsin Woolen Spun worsted in the Sherwood color. So I am very nearly done, well, halfway done, more than halfway done with this sleeve. And this was like an afternoon of knitting, so it's going fast. I use 12-inch circulars for sleeves now, and it really makes a difference, especially if it's just a basic sleeve. This is stockinette with some twisted rib in there, and it's going so fast. So hopefully this is my next project after I do this, after I deal with this. So hopefully it'll be done next time. And yeah, both of these yarns are really lovely. They're totally different. This is the more rustic, the home worsted. Super rustic, and it reminds me a little bit of like a tweed. It's woolen spun, so it's rustic and just really grabby and nice. I bet this would be good for steeking, which is also on my list to try this year, but we will see if that ever actually happens. We've been discussing what we want our next knit-along to be after the accessories cal, and we're leaning towards sweaters, so we might just do a general like sweater kind of cal, or we might narrow it down. Like we might do a colorwork sweater knit-along or a cropped sweater knit-along, because I have probably 3 or 4 of those in my queue now, so I kind of really want to start making them. I'm super distracted by these stitch markers in my sleeve, so I might just pull them out real quick so that I can be symmetrical, or I'll work on that while I'm talking, because well, you did not come here to watch me pull out stitch markers, but I'll just have to redo it later. So another thing is that I really am not great at seaming. It's mattress stitch to seam this, and I did the neck band collar to the neck. That is the top to side seaming, and that went fine, but I'm just not very good at mattress stitch. Okay, here we go. Very futuristic, fun sleeves. So yeah, I'm not very good at mattress stitch, so I kind of put it aside for a bit, but I need to get this done. It was due last week, so today is the day I'm doing it. The other thing is that it's navy and it's really hard to see, so picking up stitches for the sleeves was kind of a pain, so I'm hoping that it is not as bad when I go to seam it. So the last big thing that I've been working on this week is my Night Shift shawl by Andrea Mowry, the patron saint of our podcast. And I'm really liking it again. So I've talked about it a few times. I was about here last time, and I really just, this middle part with the navy, pink, purple, pink, I just really wasn't sure about it, but I kept going, and I'm glad I did, because I really love this part now, and I think that once it's done it will be really good. So, and this is the yarn that was recommended for the pattern. It's Dream State from Spin Cycle Yarns. I don't have the colorways written down, but I'm pretty sure it's Melancholia, Deep Bump. This was Salty Dog that I got from Stacy of Stress Knits and a D-Stash. I can't remember what this last one was, but and then there's Mississippi Marsala. Ooh. I can't remember. I'll just post it on the bottom. So yeah, this is kind of mermaidy. I like mermaids, so basically if I could be like a mermaid but also a witch, that would be great, but not Ursula because she's kind of terrible. So yeah, sea witch. Next life, hopefully. So other than that, I've been working on more socks. So I shared these last time. They're just ready for heels. I can't remember where I was last episode. But this is my Spark Joy colorway on Nomadic Yarns Brit Sock, to the BFL base. I'm just throwing stuff. I'll clean it up later. And then this is my Buzzkill colorway on the Twisty Sock base, Nomadic Yarns Twisty Sock. So I put one heel in, and I picked up stitches for the second, so just working on that. Those should be done. I started doing that like ages ago. And then I have, I can't remember if this was done. So my sock knitting machine died, and it's really sad because I have a bunch of new stuff that I'm going to show you probably. I have a bunch of new stuff, new base, new colorways, and it just died. I found out, thanks to a friend on Instagram, that I am missing a screw. They sent me a new screw and I cannot get it in, so hoping I don't have to mail it back to them to fix. But anyway, before it died, I managed to crank up this sock, or this tube. This is all the Jingle Ladies. This is going to be my Valentine's Day pair for the year. So, and this is on Spark Sock, but I've had some temperature issues with dyeing since I moved into my house, dyeing in my house. So it didn't turn out as sparkly as it should have, so I kept it. And then going into the new stuff. So this is pretty exciting and also kind of stupid because I haven't cast on a new sock, like the old-fashioned actual sock knitting way, in probably almost a year at this point, because I got my sock knitting machine last year. I think it was last year. Yeah, I think so. It's all a blur. So I got my sock knitting machine and it hasn't been, I haven't had to knit a sock from start to finish since then. So since it's broken, I have some new stuff that I want to knit up. So I started a sock. I hope this is focusing. We'll see. Bear with me on focusing this week. So this is a new base. This is, I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet, but it's tweed. It's BFL and tweed. And I was really excited to get this colorway on the needle. So I posted a little question in my Instagram stories, like which one should I cast on first? And this one won by quite a landslide. And this is the Knitalong color. So this is the unofficial color of the podcast, because it's like all of our favorite colors. I refrained from putting purple and pink in there because it wouldn't really match, but this is the color of our like little buttons that we have. We both love gray. I love peach. I think we both love this mustard color. And navy. Navy to tie it all together. So Knitalong on the unnamed tweed base. This was going to be a sock for me, but as I mentioned, it's been quite a while since I cast on a pair of socks, and for some reason I just thought I was done increasing, but I wasn't, so now it's going to be a mitten, and I'll just do like a little afterthought thumb in there. I stopped at 48 stitches, but I should have kept going until I got to 60, so I don't know what I was thinking. But I only have one pair of mittens, so it works out. And that is all of my whips, I believe. Yeah. So I think I will go into Dream Knits next. Or should I do Stash Enhancement? I'm going to start with Stash Enhancement just so that I can kind of throw it. I'll mix in some Dream Knits while I do that. So, pardon the crinkle, these are still in bags. So I wasn't going to buy any more Plucky because if you've watched before, you know that I have a Plucky stash. But then she started the year with a 40% off sale, so how could I not partake in that? And I bought some stuff and I was like, oh, you know, if this is still around later because the sale is going to last for 2 days, then I'll still get it. But no, everything was gone in like 6 hours, so I'm very glad that I bought what I did, and I wish I had bought some more cashmere, but whatever. There'll be more cashmere in the future. So I got a sweater quantity. I'm kind of in the sweater knitting mood right now, and I don't have any sweater quantities in this color, I don't think. If you notice, I have, for some reason, decided that I need to knit all of the blue sweaters. I have another one coming up too, but I have blue, almost another blue, pink, purple, gray, gray. So I bought an orange sweater quantity. This is the Plucky Knitter Trusty base in the Spice Girl color. Child of the 90s, so I'm not going to lie, the name kind of sold me on this, but it's a beautiful orange. I think it'll be good. I'm not sure what this is going to be. I overdid it a little bit. I bought 8 skeins just because they were 40% off, and you never know. I can do some like, oh, I'm out of focus now. Okay. You never know. I really want to make the Exeter cardigan by Michelle Wong, and that uses a lot of yarn. There's another beautiful Snoqualmie by Michelle Wong. So I just wanted options, so I bought 8 because that's 2,000 yards and I can do a big cabled beautiful monster in this, and I just might do that. But then Hannah Fettig also posted a sneak peek recently of her new cardigan design, which I think comes out today. Ooh, I forgot about that. So I'll have to go look at that, because I knit her Georgetown cardigan and it was lovely, and this one looks to be about the same style and it has pockets, so sign me up. I also got some, for funsies, snug worsted. Got 1 skein in Deja Blue, and this will be a hat of some sort. I just really love that color. I think I bought this on Primo before, her fingering base. Pure Michigan on Traveler Sport. This is merino silk and yak. Yeah, it's really beautiful. It's kind of like a cold water blue-gray. Just very pure Michigan. I got 3 snug worsted in Lightning Bug, and I love this color. You know I love my bright colors, and this is just a beautiful, very yellow leaning green. And I'm not sure what this is going to be. I bought 3, so that's about 690 yards, so it'll be some sort of shawl. Maybe a cabled shawl, I think. There was 1 lonely skein of cashmere, so I bought that. This is Dirty Blonde. It's 280 yards, pure cashmere. I think it's going to be a hat. I think this is sport weight. She's changed her cashmere base a few times over the years. And I think this is going to be a hat. I don't know what pattern. If you have suggestions for a sport weight hat, please let me know. And then I also bought 3 skeins of Queen Bee on snug worsted, because Queen Bee. So that's another 690 yards. Be some sort of shawl. I think I really like yellow these days. I'm sorry if I'm distracted looking at myself. But yeah, I really like yellow. Usually the brighter the better. I'm still hunting for the perfect yellow sweater quantity. And Jocelyn of Owell posted something, I think it was on her story the other day, and it was a yellow wool and honey by Andrea Mowry, and it looked like the color I'm looking for. So I might mull that over. I've knit another sweater out of Jocelyn's O-Wash worsted, and I think I just prefer non-superwash yarns for my sweaters. You know I love Jocelyn. I'm basically Owell forever. I think Owell was my most knit brand last year aside from Nomadic Yarns. And then I bought more Spin Cycle. I've been pretty good with not buying yarn this month. I'm trying to limit it, but I bought 2 sweater quantities and a bunch of shawl quantities, so I'm not being that good. But if you probably have seen by now, Andrea Mowry's Shifty sweater has come out. So as soon as she started teasing that it was going to be released soon, I ran online and I ordered Mississippi Marsala. I ordered 5 of these because I knew that I wanted this as my main body color, and then I knew that it would just be gone as soon as she released it. So I ordered 5 of these. Ooh, there's a fuzzy on it. And I think I need 6, but I have another one that's partially used, so I think I should be okay. And I ordered some colors to go with it. So I ordered this one, which is Cataclysm. And then I ordered Pick Your Poison. Oh, and this is their sport weight, so it's dyed in the wool, the base. Narcissus, which is super yellow in real life. It looks kind of a scummy lime green, but it's really yellow IRL. And Nostalgia. So I think I'm going to do these 2. This is the main body, and then those 2. Excuse my stupid nail polish if it's still on there. I haven't checked this week. Probably is. And then I was going to do Narcissus, but I think I'm going to use this that I got at Rhinebeck. This is Stay Out of the Forest. It is a My Favorite Murder reference. So, I think that will be really pretty. Shifty pullover. Andrea Mowry. Also a dream knit. And that is all for regular stash enhancement. And then, like I mentioned, I dyed up some new colors, so I'm just going to share those in here now, because technically they are stash. So, this one. This is, I'm not sure on the name on this one yet, but this is the tweed, and then this is yak. It's kind of Highlander-y, Scotland-y, I'm not sure. I need to go back and watch Outlander because I really want to do some more Outlander colorways. But the whole time I was dyeing this, I was listening to Wilco, and they have a song called Remember the Mountain Bed. It's on one of their California Stars CDs. So I was leaning towards Mountain Bed for this. And then this one is inspired by a picture of a cardinal in like a winter backdrop. So I'm going to call this one Sister Winter, which is a Sufjan song. And again on tweed and yak. I just like to show off the difference there. And then Knitalong, which you have already seen. Yeah, I really like this one a lot. So those are the stash enhancements of the week. I don't think I have anything else coming. My former boss, I used to work at Rosie's Yarn Cellar in Philadelphia before I moved back. So my boss from there, she was at Vogue Knitting Live, and she picked up some Shelly Can pizza pins for me, so those should be on the way soon. Very excited about that. And then, oh, what else? Oh, I do have some more stash enhancement. So, I got some project bags. So this is a waxed canvas. It's like a faux fringe bag, but it's like a mini one. So good enough for a small project. And it is from Tanae Casey on Etsy. She does really good job on her bags. I have another one of these coming, but slightly bigger. And then Jilly, Vegan Jilly, is having, or she was having a D-stash, and yeah, she had the Home Row Fiber Co. yarn bowl. I think this is called Wielder of Needles. And I've wanted one of these for ages, and they're in stock sometimes, not always, so I bought it. And those are both housing some yarn for Dream Knits, so we'll go into that. Oh gosh. I don't have as much space up here as I normally do when we record, so there's kind of stuff going everywhere. So yeah, as I mentioned, our knit-along kicked off yesterday. Hashtag Cal the Small Things. So I'm going to cast on a link hat by Jared Flood in Brooklyn Tweed Shelter in the Yellowstone color. I think I shared it last time. So I think that's going to be my first cast on. And then I'm also going to do a shift cowl, but I'm waiting until I'm done with the shawl. I think I'm going to hold off on casting on the sweater. We'll see, because there's a lot of other sweaters that I want to knit. So I have kimono, and oh, what is this called? I can't remember. I'm sorry, I'll post it on the thing. Kimono, and whatever this is. And I think it's going to be my third color. I think that'd be fun. I really like yellow and purple together. So I will post the names of these. So that'll be my shift cowl. I kind of have a ton of spin cycle just laying on the floor, so it's just a matter of pairing them up. And one of the ladies I went to Rhinebeck with, she had just finished her first one and was working on her second one, and she's like, yeah, it doesn't really matter, they all kind of blend together. So I'm just gonna pick the ones that I like. And then I kind of want to make another night shift shawl. I know I'm still like halfway done with the first one, but I really want to do like an autumnal one, and I have so much Noro in my stash, like deep stash Noro. I haven't knit with Noro in probably 7 years now, at least. So it has, you know, Silk Garden, Curion, they have like the same gradual color changes as the spin cycle. So I think that will work out really nicely. I have a black, orange, red, and white. There's a shade in Silk Garden that's all those colors, and I really think that will look lovely paired with, you know, some more autumnal shades. And then I'm thinking maybe just go for blues as the pops, so I think that'll be good. I think I'll be able to use stash yarn. I just have to figure out where my Noro is. It might still be at my mom's house because I still have yarn there because I'm a monster. And then I was thinking about shawls, other shawls as well. I bought the Cowboys and Angels shawl by Isabella Kramer. Is that a thing? Cowboys and Angels? Last night we went to date night and the wine that we bought was Angels and Cowboys. I've never heard that before. I keep wanting to say Angels and Demons, but Cowboys and Angels by Isabel Kramer. If there's a reference that I'm missing, please let me know. I have some, it's like 800, 900 yards of DK weight yarn, and I think I have some Tosh DK that would work for that. Or I have cephalopod yarn. I bought a beautiful, it's like a kind of like the light blue in my sock that I bought 1,000 yards, I think, and it's a DK. Thought it would be enough for a sweater, but I don't think it will be. They do a crop sweater, we'll see. And then I really want to make another hipster shawl. I know Christy wants to knit one of those too, so we might have like a little mini side cal and do that. I bought hot pink magenta, although I have any of the plucky I just showed would work for that too. I still have to do the fringe. I'm so bad at doing that. I still have fringe for that, and I have baubles for my other shawl that we knit last year. I suck. I suck at putting fringe on and baubles, even though I want them to both have that. And then other dream knits are the Shifty Sweater, which I shared the yarn for, Aziri by Christina Dene. It's a beautiful colorwork sweater. It's steeked, fingering weight. We were looking, and it's out of, oh gosh, who's it out of? Farmer's Daughter Fibers, and I have not used her yarn yet. I have some, but it looks like you want like a grabbier yarn because you do steek it. So in my stash I have some Harrisville Designs fingering weight. I think I'm going to use that. It's a brown, I can't remember the colorway name, but I have a brown and then I have a light purple. So I'm going to use those. I think I'm going to take them to my LYS and get some Brooklyn Tweed Loft to pair with it because you need 4 colors. So I need to find that as well because somebody come and help me organize my stash because I have no idea where anything is. One of these days, right? One of these days I'm going to find everything and figure it out. And then I still want to make the Felix pullover out of my Let Lopey Milky Way. I was so close to casting this on last weekend. Me and Chrissy were texting, we're like, let's just cast it on. But she keeps posting updates to the pattern, so I'm kind of waiting until all of the kinks are worked out. And then I also want to knit Farmhouse Cardigan by Amy Christophers. And Lemon Tango's Connie on Instagram, she posted her beautiful yellow one that she finished, along with a heartbreaking post about not feeling safe at Vogue Knitting Live. And, you know, her post made me incredibly sad because Connie is a lovely person, and just, it really bummed me out to know that she was feeling that way. But I saw her beautiful yellow cardigan, and it's out, she knit hers out of Jill Draper Makes Stuff Empire. So I caked up one of my yarn babies. There's a lot of veg matter in there. Oh, that's a fuzzy. Darn cats. So I really think this might be my next sweater cast on. The idea of having minimal ends to weave in sounds lovely. So, plus it's Aran weight, and I don't think it'll take very long. So, Empire, Jill Draper Makes Stuff. They don't have colorway names, but this is like a beautiful teal. I also have a really dark navy, black, dark gray, can't really tell what color it is, and a sapphire blue, because all of the blue sweaters, apparently, I should be banished from that. No more blue sweater quantities unless it's 40% off. How about that? And then, yeah, the mystery cardigan by Hannah Fettig. If it's up, I'm probably going to go edit this after I finish recording. If it's up, I will post the name here, but it looks lovely. I think it was coming out today. I don't know. We'll see. I do have some work to do today, so I'm not sure. Hopefully this will be up today. You can watch it while others are watching the Super Bowl tomorrow. I'm not interested in the Super Bowl. We do the Kitten Bowl, obvi, and we usually go out to dinner on Super Bowl Sunday, which is weird. I don't know how that started, but we had date night last night, so probably not this time. What else? So, yeah, I guess it's general nonsense time, which is going to be weird since it's just me. Let me grab my books. like I said, no space here, so there's just stuff everywhere. But I have a lot of books and a magazine and some movies that I watched to talk about. Hi. So every Sunday I go to Target and just grocery shop, but you know, it's Target. It's never just grocery shopping. I found this magazine that looked really pretty. I thought if nothing else it would be useful for some dyeing inspo because there's really beautiful pictures in here. I mostly just bought it because I flipped through it and I didn't realize it, but it's actually a vegan magazine. Vegan or vegetarian, I can't remember. It's at least vegetarian. I think it's vegan. Vegan and gluten-free. But all of the recipes are vegan and they give you a lot of travel tips, and they have, like this one is about London. They have just pictures of London, and it lists a bunch of restaurants and pictures from inside the restaurant, and it says, we love gorgeous photos, but we encourage dining at plant-based restaurants. So yeah, I think it's a vegan magazine. I didn't realize it when I bought that. But if you are vegan and looking for new recipes to try, Origin, available at Target and probably other places. But it's very beautiful. It's a very Instagram magazine. Beautiful pictures, beautiful food pictures, product reviews. There's, looks like flower arranging. Yeah, decorative tips. And it's a really, like, it feels nice. The paper feels high quality, shiny, so if you're in the market for trying a new magazine, even if you aren't vegan, I'm not vegan, Origin. It's very pretty. So I bought that, and then I finished the book I was reading last time, American Marriage. I can't remember if I don't think I was done last time, but it was really good. It definitely made you feel all of the feels. I don't want to say anything without giving anything away, but it's also like kind of heartbreaking, just how the way things panned out. Like, minor spoiler alert. So it's, this guy gets incarcerated falsely. They think that he raped a lady, but he did not. But she accused him, and there was no evidence, no like real evidence, but they send him to jail anyway. And he is from a very racist part of Louisiana, and his mother's biggest fear was that he would be incarcerated. But he got out, he went to college, everything was good, he was starting his like adult life, freshly married, and then this happens, so her biggest fear comes true. And, you know, it's just kind of heartbreaking and bleak. Like, everybody ends up happy at the end, but it's not the way it should have gone. So, it was very good. I read it in, like, 2 or 3 nights. I stayed up way too late reading it. That was really good. And then I read Origin of Others by Toni Morrison. It's also very, very good, very thought-provoking. If you are paying attention to conversation going on right now in the knitting community, you may want to read this. It is a short read, very good. And then I have, ooh, my camera battery's gonna die soon. Picked up some new books. So I started reading Circe. I got a library card. But it's due back and I didn't get very far, so I kind of gave up on it after a few days. And then All the Birds in the Sky. This is about witches and hipster technology. So, in San Francisco, so I am all about that. Witch of Willow Hall. And then The Girls of Murder City. This one sounded interesting. I bought this at the local bookshop. It is true crime and takes place in Chicago in, I'm not sure when. Jazz era? Prohibition? Prohibition. Height of Prohibition. So that looks really interesting. And then, been watching movies more than TV. Love, Simon. It's really good. Crimson Peak, one of my favorites, very visually stunning. I think I'm going to try to do some colorways inspired by that. Happy Death Day, that was a fun scary movie. It was really interesting, really, yeah, it was good. And there's a sequel coming out soon. Yeah, I'm trying to wrap things up before things die. So if you want a cool Instagram to check out, Snurb Yarn on Instagram. She is processing a fleece and spinning it. Looks really cool. Still haven't set up the wheel. Need to do that this week. I bought a needle punch kit. Bookhoo on Instagram inspired me. She has a book coming out, but Fancy Tiger has needle punch pillow kits, so I bought one of those. And yeah, I think that's really it. Stacy of Stress Knits is doing a oversized sweater knit-along. I think I'm going to join into that. I think that started yesterday. Sorry, Stacy, I can't remember your hashtag. I'll post it here. So I'm gonna do that, I think, with one of my new sweater cast-ons. Been taking weekends off. That has been lovely. We usually spend Saturday afternoon, early morning in town, go to the bookstore, go to the library, stop by the plant store, and then get lunch or brunch or a cocktail somewhere and head home, and it's been fantastic. I do have some work to do today though because I kind of slacked off yesterday. I didn't slack off, I just had a lot of yarn to wash. I didn't get anything dyed. Yes, I think that is it. Hashtag Cal the Small Things. All of your accessories. No whips, I don't think we're doing whips. New cast on. Will run for a month and a half or 2 months, not sure yet. And I think I did it. Okay, so Christy will be back next time. Send her some Instagram love if you can. She's going on vacation in a few days. Lucky girl. And yeah, I will see you all on Instagram or Ravelry, wherever you may be. Cheers! Happy Saturday! Okay, so it didn't die yet, so I thought I would just show you my my new plant really quick. Yeah. I'll put this in the blooper section, but I got a Monstera finally. I've been searching for ages. It's massive. So far it likes being up here. I had to crank the heat during the polar vortex, but so far so good. Okay, bye for real now.